gonna stop. To the top, to the top. Hey, never gonna stop. Never gonna keep me down. Still the one that's standing now. Destiny is calling me. Go down in history. Every day I fight to be legendary.
Hello everyone, and welcome to qualifying for the Daytona 500. Today we will determine who will make the front row for the 5th edition of the Great American Race. I am Marty Johnson. Welcome to our inside our NOFSRL studios. How qualifying works for today is there will be 2 rounds of qualifying. In the first round, you have to make the top 12 to make it into round 2, and in round 2, the front row will be determined for the Daytona 500. Those spots will be locked. Positions 3 through 44 will not be locked. And keep in mind, the lowest 2 part-timers in the Monster Energy Duels on Thursday will be sent home. The qualifying order will be on the bottom will be in the description, and you will be able to see on the left the qualifying order as we speak. Joey Hightower and in the number 11 FedEx Express Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing, one of the 4 rookies for JGR this season, one of 25 rookies in general in the New Era Cup Series. We can add that as well. There is also another row in qualifying to avoid any slow people. Or I should say stragglers. You have 5 minutes to complete a lap, and if you do not complete a lap, you will be forfeiting your time, and you'll have to start in the back of your respective duel. So you can see the telemetry on the top of the screen. And as you can see, Hightower going to 180 into turn number 1. These guys not having the toe at all whatsoever. So Hightower going down the backstretch. And we'll see what his time is. Constant 180 through the turns, just going below 179 as he comes into the tri-oval for his qualifying time. Hightower, a 49.484 for the driver of the number 11. So that's Hightower. Next up on the qualifying is going to be the number 6 of Matthew Brown. So Matthew Brown on the track. Good to see that number 6 car running. Matthew Brown looking to try and beat a 49.484 on Joey Hightower. Trying to get up to speed in that number 6. Comes to take the green flag to start his first lap. Entering 1, he's going to go about 181. Going to be interesting to see how he goes. The turn, still at that constant 180 we've been seeing a lot today. Stays 180 off of turn number 2. Should be a little bit faster as he goes down the backstretch. You see all these drivers, no surprise, going to go full throttle today. 184 into turn 3. And stays at 180, going down to 182 off of the turn. This looks like this may be a faster lap here. Coming to the line, he is going to be a 49.027. So Matthew Brown now the fastest in qualifying. After that one, next up is going to be the number 10 of Zachary Fitzwater. Hailing from Australia, his 4th season in competition in the New Era Cup Series last season, in command of the number 14 Mobile 1 Ford, driving for Stewart-Haas Racing. Still with Stewart-Haas, and he's going to go out instantly. Fitzwater, the Season 3 second tier series in the NOFSRL champion. It was known as the DirecTV Fall Series. Waiting for him to get going on his first lap. Or why do I say first lap? His timed lap. Keep in mind on the left, you will see the current qualifying times at the moment. On the bottom of the screen, you'll see how much time they have left until their first lap. Is voided. Qualifying order, by the way, is in the description, so find your favorite driver on where they are down the field. Then on the top right, you'll see their time and the telemetry. Entering turn 1, this is pretty fast here. 184 into the turn for Fitzwater. But not as high, but a little bit higher than what some of the other drivers were running. He stays 184 out of turn number 2. This looks like a good lap for Fitzwater. And there's 189 into the turn 3. That's the fastest we've seen anyone go into the turn today. And comes out of the turn going 185, so a few miles an hour slower from entry to exit. Not that constant, but coming across the line, this should be a fast time for Fitzy. 48.038. That's the fastest we've seen anyone today, almost by 1 second. So Fitzwater currently stands at the top of qualifying at the moment. Up next is going to be the number 18 of Casey Nanako. Those, by the way, wondering about Fitzwater's time in practice, in the draft at 47.169, 15th quickest of the veteran drivers. And as you can see now on the track is the number 18 of Casey Nanako, the second Joe Gibbs entry of the 4 we've seen today. Nanako, the first confirmed driver, actually the first confirmed driver from signups in the New Era Cup Series that did not have early access. Looking at it a little bit slow coming off. He's on cold tires. Doesn't want to gas it too much for the car to spin out on its own and go into the wall. So let's see how Nanako does. Starts off the line at 180. Into turn 1 goes a 183. So nearly matching Fitzwater there. But the car's going to slow down to a 182 coming off of turn 2. Down the backstretch, let's see how fast it's going to go. Not as fast as Fitzwater went, only a 184. The car decreased in acceleration. Top speed was 185 just before it had to turn left into 3. And comes off at a 181. So as Nanako comes across the stripe, he'll have a 48.757. That's second quickest on the day for the driver of the number 18. So up next is going to be the first part-timer in the field. That will be Cody Smart in the 97. Car a little bit slow going down the backstretch here. Let's see how he does in this qualifying lap. Smart comes across the line to start at 184. This is going to be interesting. Let's see how he does. And this car looks pretty fast. 187, 188 into the turn. This could be the fastest run of the day we see. We never saw Fitzwater go 188 into turn 1. This car looks like this has the capability of getting to maybe 190. He can only hit 188 into 3. Fitzwater went 189. He's trying to stay constant. Goes down 1, down 2, 3. Now up, down 2. 186 off of turn 4. Going to be a close one at the line here. A 47.667. Wow! Is the fastest we've seen. The first time of the 47s. Well done to Cody Smart in the 17. The slowest part-timer of all of the returning drivers to the series. So impressive for him. Justin Zajdel up next. Justin Zajdel, by the way, going to be carrying an onboard camera for us. So we'll go through the entire lap on his perspective. Zachary Fitzwater also carrying an onboard for us this weekend. Although we forgot to show it to you. Sorry, Smithfield. Going up through the gears goes Zajdel. Zajdel actually also has a visor cam for us during speed weeks. And look at that digital dash on the number 1. So let's see how he does as he goes up to the line. Going to cross it at about 181, 182. End of the turn, he goes at 185. Goes down a few miles an hour, then off of turn 2. Goes 183. Let's see how he does going up down the back stretch, the Daytona Super Stretch, excuse me. Gonna enter at 186. But he's gonna go down to a 183 off of turn 4. So Zajdel comes across the line at 187, 48.284. That is third quickest for the number 1. Next down the track is going to be CJ Williams in the 43. Now on the clock is the driver of the number 43. Aftershock Chevy Camaro for Richard Petty Motorsports. That is CJ Williams. Already been through 6 drivers so far. Many more to go here in the first ever single car qualifying in the New Era Cup Series. There is CJ exiting the garage right now. Getting his final work done. Car driven by Jayden Scott last season, moving to the 48 for Hendrick Motorsports. Jayden Scott just to be about halfway down the qualifying order for us today. About to be approaching 90 seconds in. He's got 3.5 to go until that car has to be across the start-finish line, or else he will be, his lap will not count, and he will be forced to the back. I think he's like doing something similar to Joey Hightower. You know, little nerves coming in. His first ever qualifying round in newer Cup Series. Probably not used to the single car qualifying format yet. I think that car is trying to move. There it goes. Saw that engine firing up for a moment. So Williams going down the backstretch. I'm just looking up Zajdel's time. I forgot to put it down. It was the 48.284 there. Alright, that's on my lineup right now. So Williams, now on his qualifying lap, crosses the line at 180. Not as fast as Cody Smart. But just remember, he doesn't have to be the fastest. He just has to be in the top 12. But enters the turn at a 184 for CJ. Goes down to 182 off of the turn. Only gets up to 185 into turn 3. That's not really good right there for CJ. Could be in some trouble making this top 4 and could have to start in the back of the back for the duels on Thursday. CJ comes across the line with a 48.516 actually. Puts him 4th quickest today. Up next in qualifying, Nathan Stapleton in the 42. Nathan's all good to go. I don't know why I keep doing that. Still on the apron, though, surprisingly, as he enters turn number 3. Let's go on board with him as he goes for his lap. He's got the Advanced Auto Parts on board. Came across the line with 177. That's very interesting. And 180 into the turn, so this does not look good for the driver of the 42. Oh man, he's below 180 for right now. I think we haven't seen anyone at 179 on their qualifying lap yet today. So not good for the second season for the sophomore driver. Goes 184 though into turn 3, a little bit better. Stays constant though. It's pretty good. So 3 and 4 much better than 1 and 2. So he's going to come across the line. Let's see what his time slip's going to say. 49.110. 7th quickest for Nathan Stapleton. Up next, Julio Cesar in the 95. Now on the clock to qualify is a man that knows how to win a Daytona, won in the Coke Zero 400. Back in season number 2, his name is Julio Cesar. Exits the garage, now in the 95 for Levine Family Racing. Left the 17. for Roush Fenway. Won at Chicagoland Speedway in the season. Cesar has won 4 races in the NOFSRL. How many, though, in Cup has he won as he's a minute in? We're just waiting for him. He has 30 wins, 1 away from tying Cody Prince, Collin Denton, and Stuart Grad for the most in the Cup Series. Julio Cesar also has an onboard with us, the Procore onboard for today. So we'll go on board with him as he gets up to speed and through the gears he goes. Julio Cesar now starts his lap. Going to be at a 177. Not good for the 95 at the moment. Goes into the turn at a 181. About a mile an hour faster than what Stapleton did. Trying to stay constant at that 180 pace. Goes down to 179. Alpha 2, that same mile per hour, that same speed. But that car is not accelerating on the straights. 181 into 3. This is not looking good for the 95. Going to be 179 off the corner. So the 95 comes to the line at a 49.420. Not the slowest. He's 8th quickest at the moment. Not looking good right now for those JGR Toyotas at the moment. Next one to go onto the track is Josh Patterson. Patterson making his New Era Cup Series debut. Gatlin Downey driving the 51 last year, and I'm pretty sure they fielded Camaros last year, and now they're with the Mustangs. By the way, in case I sound quieter, I turned down my volume, my microphone volume. Thought I sound a little bit loud. Let's see how I sound right now at the moment. Test. All right, we sound good. Let's see how he does here as he gets ready to cross the line for his first lap. And this one not looking good right now to start off. Standing at a 176. I think the slowest we've seen someone start their qualifying pace. But looks like the acceleration trying to work. No, 178. Entering turn, no, 179, excuse me. Everyone else has been hitting that 180 entering turn. Has been trying to enter that 180 into turn 1, but just not working now. We'll see the 180 as he goes down the super stretch. Out of 4, he goes 180. Patterson, let's see how he does to get his time at the line. 49.507. That's the slowest time so far, currently at 10th quickest. Next on the track will be Dillon Young. Young enters the track. Young's first time in the Chevy, or in a New Era Cup car in general. Comes off the corner at a 175. Ooh, look at the speed as he's about to cross the line here at a 181. This is going to be interesting. Enters the corner, 184. Losing one. Only losing 1 and 1 and 2. This is the constant lap here for Dillon Young. Good 1 and 2 for him. Let's see how we can do down the backstretch. He's going to go maybe 188. Only gets 187 and 3. But this is a good lap here, guys. Dillon Young, first time single car qualifying in NR2003. Comes off the corner, 184 at the line. Gonna be 187. A 48.217. Not the fastest, but he's the third quickest. Carter Friesen is up next in the 47. Carter Friesen was 17th among all the returning drivers in a 47.214. And he goes with 3:10 on the clock. Friesen, I believe, if I'm correct, he's probably the lone Canadian in the field. Or I feel like there's more, though. Friesen's going to crumb across the line at a 178. But he's going to be in the 80s here. Going to go 181 into turn 1. Keeps it near constant, just goes down 1 mile per hour off of the turn, 180. He goes down the super stretch. Car not picking up that much speed, but he's going to be at a 184. No, 185 into the turn. Ooh, almost kept it at that 185 for a little longer than normal. Loses 3 in the corner. 182. Goes 183 with the momentum. Let's see what Friesen gets. This is going to be an interesting one to see. 48.940 for Friesen. That'll put him 7th quickest on the day. Monaco enters the track. Won at Michigan earlier in the second Michigan race last year, the Pure Michigan. No, the Little Caesars 400. That's what it's called. Almost messed that up for a moment. He won at Talladega in Season 2 of the DirecTV Fall Series as a non-charter, by the way, or part-timer. Comes across the line at a 176. This is going to be an interesting lap. On the bottom, remember, on the bottom right of your screen, you'll see Josh Patterson's lap as Monaco enters the corner at a 179. Stays constant. It is not good one bit for Eric Monaco. He's got the easiest chance of right now being in the top 12 for now, or else he's going to not get the time he needs. 184 into turn 3. Loses 3 miles an hour off of the corner, 181. And at the line stays 182, a 49.290. That's enough to bump Josh Patterson out of the top 12. On the clock next is going to be Diego Yepez. We wait for Yepez. The track is his within the next 3.5 minutes. We should see him on track. We haven't seen anyone take at most. We haven't seen anyone take at least 2.5 minutes to get on the track as Yepez goes out now. We've seen about, the longest we've seen has been between 2 and 2:30 from Hightower in that 49.484 lap. Yepez will also be carrying an onboard camera for us this weekend. We'll go on board with him throughout the entire run once again. Remember, Josh Patterson is the time he needs to beat. 49.484 is the bubble time. Comes across the line at a 177. Look at the glare coming from the sun. Remember, the weather conditions, by the way, I should mention, they vary up, so if you may want good weather, you may want bad weather, I don't know. He's a constant 181 and 1 and 2. Exits 2 at 180, was at 179 for a moment, but got some speed up there. Heading down the backstretch. The acceleration into 3, not so good. Goes 182. Has to beat the 49.484 to stay in the top 12. Crosses the line 183 at a 49.288. Good enough to stay ahead of Eric Monaco. That is 10th quickest. So Joey Hightower off the top 12. Julio Cesar now on the bubble with a 49.420. And up next is going to be Collin Denton. And Collin Denton with some help from Johnny Morris this year in the Bass Pro Shops gang. So we wait for him to take the track. The bubble time is a 49.420, so we'll be watching Caesar's lap as well on the bottom right of your screen. Denton will also be carrying an onboard for us for today, so we'll go on board with him on the Bass Pro Shops camera. Shifting through the gears sounds different than we've usually seen, unless it's just me. Let's see, enters turn 3 onto the banking. 31-degree banking here at Daytona, I'm pretty sure. Let's confirm that for you. Yes, 31-degree banking at the World Center of Racing. Crosses the line at a 176. Remember, has to beat 49.420 to get into the top 12. And at turn 1, enters the corner at 180. And exits at a 178. Let's see how his acceleration is down the backstretch. Only at a 181 for Collin. So, not looking good right now for the driver of the number 8. Exits at a 179. Denton will come across the line. Will this be good for the top 12 still? No, it will not. A 49.601. That's the slowest time we've seen today. A tough break there for Collin Denton. Up next, Christian Vargas. Now ready to take the track will be the driver of the number 19, the other Bass Pro Shops entry in the field. That will be Christian Vargas. Vargas, he's raced in a few of my series in the past, but never in the New Era Cup Series. First time entering the NOFSRL Daytona 500. And he's going to take the track instantly. Going to take his time going up through the gears. Let's see how the time slip goes here for Christian Vargas. And look at this. He is already going up through the times. He will be at the line at a 179. .182 entering turn 1. Not the fastest we've seen today entering that turn. Only loses 2 miles an hour off of 2. Let's see how the acceleration is down the back. Entering 3, is it going to be 185? No, 184 into turn 3. Looks like good enough for the top 12 to beat Cesar. I can't see it, but you guys will be able to see it at home. Off of corner number 4. Going to be at the line at 185 here, and that is good enough. 48.892. He is now 8th fastest. Julio Cesar bumped. Now Eric Monaco on the cutoff. And up next will be Hierjel Evan Alonso. Gonna bring my chair over and have a seat. Alright, so Hierjel is going to exit turn number 4 and is ready to complete his qualifying lap. Remember, cutoff time is 49.290. Is 182 across the line to start off. This is going to be an interesting lap here for Alonso here. goes 185, and at 186 into turn 1. Oh man, I'm interested in the time on turn 3. Comes off at 183. This is a good lap here. This could be one to compete against Cody Smart here as he goes down the back. Enters 3 at 186. Lost some time, I think, down the back stretch. Not too sure, but he's trying to keep it constant. Loses 3 off of 4. Up and coming to the line. Let's see how it looks. Will we have a new number 1? No, 48.183. That is third quickest on the day. But a good time, though, by the driver of the number 14. Bumps Eric Monaco, and now his teammate, Diego Yepez, is on the bubble. Watson exits the track. Watson will be carrying it on board for us today, so we'll go through his qualifying endeavor. Diego Yepez, don't forget, is on the bubble and with a 49.2. I'm trying to read this right. 288. So we'll see how it goes for him. Out of the turn, he's going to go at a 171. Nearly gained to 180, come to the line. He'll be at 177 to start things off. Enters 1 at 180. Seen a few drivers enter that turn at 180 today. Off of 2 he goes. Looks like the speed's a little bit faster here down the backstretch. Got some good momentum off of turn 2. Enters 3 at 184. And this is constant here a little bit. Off by 1. Now 2 off of turn 4. Nope, it's 3. 181 exiting turn number 4 here. As he comes across the line, will he be in the top 12? 49.175. Yes. However, though, Benny Watson is the cutoff now. A tenth faster, just about a tenth faster than Diego Yepez. And up next to take the track will be Tyler Markel. By the way, next 2 cars, both from Premium Motorsports. Taking the track now in the number 15 Rim Rider Chevy Camaro is Tyler Markel. Markel, third fastest among all the rookies with a 47.014. In practice. Was tied with Jordan Lopes in the number 36 as Markel exits the garage. By the way, the premium drivers have the exact same pit box livery. So there could be some confusion on which pit stall they have to go to, but they will probably know in the race. Last year, the car driven by Aiden Shepard, who won at who was a really good super speedway racer, but no Shepard this year, unfortunately. While we were waiting for Tyler Markel to exit the pits. Let's look at your top 12 at the moment. Cody Smart fastest, 47.667. Second, Zachary Fitzwater, 48.038. Third is Hierjel Alonso, 48.183. Fourth, Dillon Young, 48.217. Fifth, Justin Zajdel, 48.284, as you see Marco go on to the track. Sixth, CJ Williams at 48.516. Seventh, Casey Nanako at 48.757. Eighth, Carter Friesen, 48.940. Ninth, Christian Vargas, 48.892. 10th, Matthew Brown, 49.027. 11th, Nathan Stapleton, 49.110. And 12th, and on the bubble at the moment, is Benny Watson with a 49.175. So here is Tyler Markel on the track as he goes down the backstretch. As I said earlier, third fastest in practice amongst the rookies for the 47.014. Or, yes. So Marco comes off of turn 4. Look at this. He's going to approach 180 easily coming to the line. Crosses 182. And look at the speed this guy has entering turn 1. Gonna be at a 185, yes, into 1. This looks like a good time that could get him into the top 12. Down the backstretch. Look how fast the car is at. Halfway, it's at 185. It's gonna be 187, maybe 188 into turn 3. No, stays at the 187. This is a fast time. I don't think it's going to be as fast as Cody Smart. We'll see how it is as he comes to the line. Could be a top 3 fast time. Let's see how Tyler Markel does. He was third fastest amongst the rookies. This time, 48.168. He is now third quickest amongst all drivers. And by the way, he is the fastest right now of all the rookies in the field. With that 48.168, he bumps Benny Watson from the top 12, and now Nathan Stapleton is on the cutoff. And now Markel's teammate, Gatlin Downey, is next. Now ready to take the track in the number 27 Chevy Camaro. Forget this, the Solomon Chevy Camaro. That is Gatlin Downey. Downey has to beat Stapleton's 49.110 to get into the top 12. Downey, however, was 12th fastest amongst all returning drivers with a 46.893 in practice yesterday. Came out the garage pretty quickly. So now we just wait, and wait, and wait, and wait, until he goes. Don't forget, after qualifying, at 3 o'clock will be the AT&T Summer Classic. 2 races, 20 laps each. The first race with the rookies. Rookies, in my opinion, is usually the most exciting race because you have the guys that never raced at Daytona yet. And then you got the guys that have raced in these cars for 2 or more years. Downey taking his time. I think this is his first ever single car qualifying. I don't think he was in the Indy 250 entry list. And he goes with 3:07 on the clock. Don't forget, you'll see on the bottom right of your screen Nathan Stapleton's his onboard from his 49.110. Downey first came into the NOFSRL in the Xbox Amateur Cup Series. Then moved up to Cup last year in the 51 for Rick Ware Racing. And that was a full-time entry, and now Rick Ware is now part-time. See how Downey does as he exits turn 4. He's going to come across the line here. It looks like a 178, maybe 179. It's 179. We've seen, looks like the majority of people that have been crossing the line in today. Entering turn 1 will be at 182. Loses 2 miles an hour. Exits turn 2 at 180. I would not be surprised if he went 184 entering turn 3, which we've been seeing a lot of today. Can't get to 184. Now he's at 184. Long time to get up there. And he goes to 184. What will he lose off of the 4th turn? Will he cut off Nathan Stapleton? He loses 2 off of 4. Gains it back. And coming to the line, Gatlin Downey will be at a 48.921. And yes, that is enough to cut off Nathan Stapleton. But Downey not far from the bubble. He's in 11th currently. Matthew Brown is on the cutoff and the number 6 with a 49.027. And up next is going to be Alex Lander. 5 of the next 7 cars are going to be go or go homers. And the first 3 will be, of those 7 will be part-timers. Alex Lander in the number 66 is on the clock. No sponsor, but it's the tribute to Richie Anderson all season long. In the Toyota Camry, the Toyotas have not been that fast, though. Today, the fastest one is Casey Nanako in 8th with that 48.757. And we've seen Julio Cesar, Joey Hightower, and I have some good times. They've been in the 49s as you see Alex Lander go onto the track. Christian Vargas with a 48.892. He's still on the top 12. He is in 10th. We will be watching Matthew Brown's time on the bottom right corner. Lander 19th quickest among rookies in practice yesterday with a 47.193. So we'll have to watch his time closely. Cody Smart, though, still showing all these drivers what is up right now with that 47.667. Man, that is a very fast time for Lander. Or, excuse me, for Smart. Lander off the corner. He's going to come to the line at about 175 here. Enters the corner only at 179. That is not good for that 66. They don't have the best super speedway package. Exited at 179 though, so he stayed constant in 1 and 2, but not looking like a good lap that could put him in the top 12 right now. Enters turn 3 at 183. Still trying to stay constant there, which he is, losing only 1 mile an hour. Now it's 2. Oh, lost 3 that time, exiting at 180. So Lander will come across the line here at a 49.415. That is not fast enough. Currently stands 17th quickest. And then up next will be Nathan Ormond, the fastest rookie from practice. About to take the track right now. That is Nathan Ormond in the number 52 Trick Shot Chevrolet. Ormond's time was a 46.946. That was with the draft. Don't forget about their drafting in practice. They're practicing it out because the draft is the main key at Daytona, and it's especially a very good key to victory, as we saw with Ryan New last year with that amazing last lap pass on Brian Webb. Both of those drivers not racing this year. Nathan Ormond, as he takes the track, has to try and beat Matthew Brown, another rookie, with that 49.027. We'll still show Brown's lap on the right of your screen. I know you guys heard that. For those that did not get that, my cat was on my bed. My mom comes in with tuna. Mama says, "Tuna?" Mouse is like, "Yes!" I know you guys heard that. That was pretty funny. You never know what will happen in whenever I'm recording qualifying or the races in general. So we're watching Nathan, and look at this! He's going to get 180, not even halfway down this north front stretch. Look at this. 186 for Nathan Ormond as he crosses the line. We could see someone hit 190 entering the corner. He's going to be at 189. Oh my. Nathan Ormond may beat Cody Smart for this fastest time right now. Off of turn 2. He's going to be the first one in 190 today. That is impressive. 191 into turn number 3 for the 52. This looks like we will have our new number 1 in round number 1. Off of the corner. He's going to be at 191 across the line. Nathan Ormond, 47.165. Oh, give him the That Was Easy, presented by Staples.
That was easy.
Wow. That was an impressive time, Nathan Ormond. I don't know if anyone's going to beat that. I don't know. That's a great time to beat right there. Up next, Adam Garcia. Now just entering the track, exiting the garage, about to enter the track soon. The third consecutive part-timer we're about to see qualify is the driver of the number 96 TRD Toyota Camry, Adam Garcia. We're halfway through round number 1 in qualifying. Here is your top 12 at the moment. Nathan Ormond just got a blistering fast lap with a 47.165. Cody Smart second, a 46.667. Zachary Fitzwater is third with a 48.38.038. Tyler Markel fourth, 48.168. Hierjel Arvin Alonso fifth with a 48.183. Dillon Young sixth, 48.217. Justin Zajdel seventh, 48.284. CJ Williams eighth with a 48.516. Casey Nanako ninth with a 48.757. Carter Friesen 10th with a 48.940. Christian Vargas is 11th with a 48.892. And Gatlin Downey is out on the cutoff time with a 48.921. Whenever Adam Garcia is ready, we will get him going. Keep in mind he's got 3.5 minutes to go, or else he will have no time if he does not cross the line within that time. Surprised it's taking him this long because he got off the garage pretty quickly. Garcia, by the way, the slowest of the part-timers in practice with a 47.386, and that is with the draft, do not forget. And guess what? He just got beaten out by someone in qualifying that did not have the draft, and that was Nathan Ormond. Because, man, what a lap he had. I am just still blown away by that. So Garcia Toyota is celebrating, what anniversary is this? I forgot. Their 40th anniversary. Congratulations to the Toyota Racing Development. They have had some fast cars, although they've not had anyone win the Daytona 500. It's been Chevys and Fords leading the cut, making the cut, and Chevy winning the championship. Off of turn 4 here, Garcia is going to have about 179 across the line, so this is a pretty good start for Adam here. You'll see Downey's time on the bottom right corner of the screen. See how this looks. .183 into turn 1, only losing 2 miles an hour off of turn 2, going to 181. And down the backstretch he goes. This looks like it could be a good time for the top 12 here. Into 3, 185, 186 for a moment. So this looks like a good time for Adam Garcia. He comes off of 4. Going to be 186, it looks like, at the line. And it is a 48.635. And that is good enough for 9th quickest. Downey is not going to be in round 2. Jayden Scott is going to be up next. Up next in his second season of New Era Cup competition, driving the number 48 Ally Chevrolet. That is going to be Jayden Scott. Cutoff time he has to beat to get into round number 2 is on Christian Vargas, a 48.892. Scott was 11th quickest, and he is gone. Let's give me some time to switch to spectator camera. Look how bright that car is, I tell ya. So Scott was 11th quickest in practice amongst the returning drivers with a 46.871. So he goes off turn number 2. Ally, a new sponsor this season. As we all know, for the past 4 years, Lowe's was the presenting sponsor of the number 48, and they did not return for 2019. So Scott comes across the line at 175. A little bit slower than some of the other drivers we've seen a lot today. In a turn 1, 179. This does not look good for the driver of the number 48. And he's staying at that 179 mark. He'll be in the 180s as he enters turn number 3. I think he'll probably only get a 183, if I were to guess. Only 180, yes, 183. Barely. Does not look good for Jayden Scott here off of turn 4. Exits at 179. Not good for the 48. I don't think he's going to make top 12 here at the line of 49.504. That is not good enough. Puts him 22nd quickest of 24 drivers. Tough break for him. Ethan Hoffman's up next. Ready to take the track is the driver of the number 81 IK9 Toyota for God Brothers Racing. That is Ethan Hoffman. Now a part-time driver compared to last season where he was a full-time entry. He was in the 31 last season and drove to a victory at Las Vegas in the 3rd race of this season. So looking forward to seeing how he does with a new team. And the Toyotas, they have not been that fast today. And if I am correct, this is this is the second to last Toyota to qualify. Mitchell Collins has not qualified in the 20. He is 4 cars away from taking his spot on the track. He's got to try and beat his affiliate of Joe Gibbs' affiliate of Christian Vargas for the 48.892. So let's see if Ethan Hoffman can do that. In practice yesterday, Hoffman started the quickest in the 46.779. These part-timers have done such a great job in qualifying. The top 2 spots right now owned by part-timers of Ormond and Smart. Adam Garcia currently runs in the 9th position at the moment. Only ones we haven't seen do well so far are Alex Lander and Josh Patterson. As Hoffman exits turn 4, see the speed he gets coming to the line. Looking good here. He's going to be across the line at 182 maybe. Ethan Hoffman may have something here for the guys up front. Into turn 1. Not as fast, though, as Nathan Ormond, but 185 into turn 1. That is pretty good for Hoffman. He probably won't get Ormond, but he will probably get either Smart or Fitzwater. Maybe even Tyler Markel. We'll have to see. 184 off the corner. Going to be 189. Almost got 190 into the turn. I think he'll have something for Cody Smart. Definitely gets Fitzy. Probably something for Cody Smart. Definitely not for Nathan Ormond. Here goes Hoffman off of the corner. Let's see his time of the line. It will probably be good for the top 12. 48.003. That is third quickest for Ethan Hoffman. The top 3 are part-timers. They are showing what is up. Man. Now ready to take the track. A 5-season veteran of the series and the number 12 Pennzoil forward, Marty Johnson. And man, Johnson is just trying everything he can to get another winning cup. Only one coming from season number 1 when he drove in the 48 car. Johnson does have an onboard for us. We'll take you through what he sees. He's got to beat Carter Friesen in the 47 with a 48.940. We'll go on board with that number 12. I do have a diecast of that Pennzoil car, and that diecast is nice. Waiting for him to go out. Did single car qualifying back in the Indianapolis 250 and barely made the cut. Avoided the last 9 shootout. Unfortunately, he did flip in that race. He was okay. Taking his time, has a minute off the clock. He's taking his time. He wants to make sure this car feels right. Has his belts up tight. And he gets it going with just 2 minutes in. A little bit slow on the apron here. I think he's just trying to avoid the bacon and avoid the cold tires and probably avoid spinning out. Luckily, we haven't had that happen yet in qualifying a spin out. Off of turn 4, going 175. And he's gonna be in 180 for this one. 182 across the 181, across the line. This looks interesting for the number 12. Into the turn, he's got a 184. I think he may have something to compete against Fitzwater, and he's not even losing any time in turns 1 and 2. Look at Marty Johnson go. Down the backstretch. He's nearly going to hit 190. He'll hit 189 in the turn. Top off there. I think he's got something for Cody Smart here. Marty Johnson exiting turn number 4, 185 across turn 4. This looks good for him to advance to the group to round number 2 of qualifying. And right now it is 48.070. That is the 5th quickest on the day for the driver of the number 12. Bumps Carter Friesen from the field. 26 drivers have qualified so far. About to take the track, it's the number 62 Beard Oil South Point Chevy Camaro of Jason Holman. Keep in mind, these part-timers are not allowed in the playoffs. However, though, if they do well this year, they could be considered for a full-time effort in Season 6, should that happen in 2020. Jason Holman has to beat a 48.757 set by Casey Nanako to try and advance to round number 2. Once we have 32 cars set, we will start to know who will be in round number 2, guaranteed. Holman taking some time, 1 minute off the clock. His NOFSRL debut and the number 62. Let's get you his speed from the first practice session of the rookies while we are at it. Currently standing, it was 13th for the 47.115. Now goes out just 2 minutes in. Remember, 48.757 the cutoff time. We will watch Casey Nanako's qualifying run. Well, I won't be able to, but you will be able to on the bottom right of the screen. Don't forget about that, ladies and gents. Nanako will come off of turn number 4 at a speed of 174. Let's see what it is across the line. He could make 180 across the line. He's got the power. He's going to make 180 across the line. 181 crossing it. Could be a good lap here for the 62. Man, the part-timers, all of them except for about 2 or 3 of them, haven't done that well today. 184 into the turn he goes. I think, in my opinion right now, this is going to be a close lap. Stays at 184 off the turn. This is a similar lap to Marty Johnson's. He could make top 5 here. 189 to 3. Almost hits 190. So it looks like we could see a top 5, top 6, maybe top 7 lap across the line. Goes 186 off of 4. And Jason Holman will be in the top, number 12, 48.029. I think these drivers are starting to adjust their cars to their liking now. The top 4 now are part-time drivers. Can you believe that? Casey Nanako is bumped. Adam Garcia is on the bubble. Now ready to take the field for qualifying is the driver of the number 17, Sonny D Ford Mustang. Jesse Turner in his New Era Cup Series debut. A very anticipated one for him. Has to try and beat Adam Garcia in the number 96. Still have a lot of cars left to go in qualifying here. And there is the number 17 of Jesse. His teammate Matthew Brown did a 49.027 earlier today. Looking at his qualifying time, or his practice time, 15th quickest, 47.139. That is Jesse Turner's time. That was with a draft, by the way, keep in mind. So just a bit faster than Nathan Ormond without the draft. Jesse taking his time, I think, right now at the moment. Wants to make sure that car is smooth for qualifying. Should see him out within the next 15 seconds, I think. Gonna go a little bit longer here. Should be soon, though. This is probably the longest we've seen anyone wait. I think there could be nerves off of Jesse Turner. Wants to make sure that car is better than Matthew Brown's. Very interesting strategy here by Jesse. He's used up half of his time already to get that car set. I don't know. This is a little nerve-wracking here for Jesse Turner. Does not want to be starting from the back. There he goes. Now the track is his. The most we've seen, more than 2.5 minutes, more than anyone has used up today. We will be showing you Adam Garcia's time on the bottom right of your screen. Had the 48.635. And not good speed for Turner to start his time off. 177 here. Turner enters turn 1, gaining a few miles an hour, going 181 into the turn. Not looking like a good time for him to get into the top 12. We'll have to see what happens. He's going 180 off of 2, so he stays constant. But not gaining that much speed in the straightaways. He's going 183 in turn number 3. Down to 180 off of corner number 4. And Jesse Turner at the line will be 49.197. That's not good enough. He's currently 20th quickest on the charts. So Adam Garcia lives for another car. Taking the track will be the number 20 Craftsman Toyota Camry, the final Toyota to take the field to take the track for round 1 is Mitchell Collins. The Collins family has been in many NOFSRL races. Abby did a race in season number 2, did a lot of the races in season 2, driving the number 40. And Mitchell Collins will make his Cup Series debut in the number 20. Justin Zajdel driving the 20 car last year, taking that car the second spot. Mitchell Collins was second quickest among the rookies last year. Could we see that happen? Can we see him take second here? We'll have to find out. 28 drivers have qualified so far. Let's just confirm that this is 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 28 drivers have qualified so far. We are on track at the moment. And there goes Mitchell Collins exiting the pits. Trying to beat, once again, a 48.635. Mitchell Collins off turn 4. He's going to be in 180, it looks like. He will. At the line, going 181. Almost hit 182 there. Going 184, entering corner 1. Losing only 2 miles an hour off of turn 2. This, I think it's gonna be it's gotta be close. It's gonna be close for top 12, definitely. I think he may have a chance to make it probably 8th, 9th, or 10th here. Entering 3, he goes 186. We'll have to see. 184 off of turn 4, goes up to the speed. To the line he goes at 187, Mitchell Collins. 48.324, and that is good enough for 11th quickest. Adam Garcia gets bumped. CJ Williams on the bubble at the moment. Now ready to take time, the driver of the number 37 Tide Pods Chevy Camaro of Christian Russell. Christian Russell in car number 37. Was 17th quickest among the rookies with a time of 47.166. In that machine, there is Christian. Waiting for him to go on out. That car driven by Derek Hamill last year. Derek Hamill, by the way, is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's about 9 cars away from taking time. Russell, by the way, has to beat CJ Williams' time of a 48.516. Already 1 minute off the clock for Christian Russell. Still waiting for Christian. Taking some time, taking some deep breaths. Wants to make sure he is all calm, cool, and collected for that car. Hopefully that it is a fast one. Teammate Carter Friesen, 15th quickest at the moment with that 48.940. Nothing from him yet. I think the rookies are taking more time off than usual than the regular drivers because I think they're used to qualifying at Daytona. The other guys haven't made the effort yet to. There he goes, just about halfway off the clock. Goes Christian Russell. So he goes down the backstretch up to the banking for the first time. How will Christian Russell stand for his his qualifying lap? We're about to find out. 175 across the line, not a good one to start off. If you want to be in the top 12, you have to be in the 180s. Entering the first turn, it's at 178. Not the time Christian Russell wants at the moment. 178 off of the corner. And into turn 3. A little faster this time at 183, but not good enough right now. So Russell off turn 4 does not look like he will make it to round number 2. The time at the line most likely in the 49s. He will have a 49.504. It is good enough for 28th at the moment. I'm going to take a break here real quick. And we'll be back for Brian Ferris. And we're back ready to go ready to continue, round 1 on qualifying. Brian Ferris is the next one to take the track in the number 88 Nationwide Insurance. Pitch to win big. Chevy Camaro driving for Rick Hendrick, waiting for him to take the field or to take the track. There's Brian. And he goes off. Brian Ferris competed in the Xbox Amateur Series in season number 2. Didn't really have that well a race. Was supposed to be in season 4 of what was going to be known as the Menard Series, which was the second tier series. But that, unfortunately, did not happen because of circumstances beyond my control. Just too busy. This doesn't come first. So Ferris will come off of turn 4. Looking like he's maybe in 180 as he crosses the line. He'll be at 100. He will be at 180 as he crosses the line. So let's see what Brian Ferris can do as he goes into turn 1. Hits 185. Just tops it. Staying constant at 184 off of turn 2. Looking like a good lap for Ferris. You'll see in the bottom right corner, CJ Williams' time. Let's see if Brian Ferris can do it. He's 187 into turn 3. Looking like a good lap here for the 88. Will he beat CJ Williams this time of 48.516? Here he comes to the stripe, over 185 miles an hour, and he will, 48.227. Puts him to 10th. The driver of the number 9 Napa Brakes Chevy Camaro. It's Brian Ferris' teammate, Isaac Nicholls. His third season in competition. Has competed in seasons 1, 3, and 5 of the New Era Cup Series. In his practice session, he was 13th quickest, was I believe it's a 46.976 as he goes off the track. Looking to beat Mitchell Collins this time of a 48.324. Starting to near the end of qualifying after this qualifier. We'll then have Trey Wright come out, and he will determine who will be the first one to be in. And will it be him, or will it be Nathan Ormond to get the first spot in qualifying and also the last spot in the qualifying order when we head into round 2. You'll see Collins' time on the lap on the bottom right. Here we go. Nicholls goes across the line just at 179 miles an hour. Into turn 1, hitting only 181, now 182. Staying constant though at that 180, exiting turn 2. I think if I were to guess, this would probably put him, not make the top 12, maybe make the top 20, definitely make the top 20, maybe top 15. But he was 185 into 3. He's almost constant there, only losing 2 miles an hour. Let's see how Isaac does off of turn 4. This is going to be close. I don't think he's going to make it. Let's see at the line. 48.324. No, 48.809 for Isaac Nicholls, 16th quickest. Now ready to take the track is going to be Trey Wright. Now, as we wait, let's remind you of the top 12 at the moment. Nathan Ormond, number 1, 47.165. Cody Smart, second, 47.667. Ethan Hoffman, third, 48.003. Jason Holman, fourth, 48.029. Zachary Fitzwater, fifth, 48.038. Marty Johnson, sixth, with a 48.070. Tyler Markel is seventh, 48.168. Hierjel Arvin Alonso is 8th, the 48.183. Dillon Young 9th, 48.217. Brian Ferris 10th, 48.227. Justin Zajdel 11th with a 48.284. Mitchell Collins is 12th and on the bubble with a 48.324. Nathan Ormond can lock a spot up if Trey Wright does not get number 1. Everyone else still in danger. Trey Wright in the 34, driving for the Boy Scouts of America and Front Wheel Motorsports. Got on board, and a big thank you to him for making some of the thumbnails for the series. We'll give him an on board for that. As he comes across the line, oh look at this already, 182 miles an hour for Trey Wright. This could be a good time where he could beat out Mitchell Collins. We'll have to see. Into turn 1, he hits 185. And staying constant, only losing 2 miles an hour. How about that by Trey? Down the super stretch. He could hit 189 miles an hour entering turn 3. Let's see here. He will. Maybe 190? Nope, 189 in turn 3. This is a very good lap here for Trey Wright. Has all kinds of top 12 written all over it. Could be 3rd, 4th, or 5th, maybe 6th. We'll have to see here. Trey Wright coming to the line to beat out Mitchell Collins. And he will. 47.937. 3rd quickest on the day. Is the 3rd fastest. That's 3rd time of the 47s today. Mitchell Collins out of the top 12. Nathan Ormond is going to round number 2 in qualifying. Edwin Mendez will be taking the track next in the number 4 Busch Ford Mustang. One of the 3 5-season drivers in the field this season. Just waiting for him to come on off out of the garage here. Justin Zajdel at the moment on the bubble with the 48.284. And Cody Smart now can get in to round number 2. We will just have to wait and find out. There's Edwin. For 4 seasons he's been driving for Stewart-Haas Racing in the number 4 for Anheuser-Busch. Only season he didn't do it. Season number 2 when he drove part-time for the Levine Family Racing, wanted to try something else. He said, I like the old me. I'm going back to where I was in the number 4. So he did that. We'll go on board with him during his qualifying segment. You'll see Justin Zajdel's on board as well on the bottom right. Edwin taking his time. Already he's about to use almost 2 minutes on qualifying. And he's going to go right at 2 minutes. So Mendez has never won on a super speedway. Got his first win though at Las Vegas. In fact, we can give you right now how many wins he has all time in the NOFSRL. 4 all time. How many in Cup? Just 1. So he exits the track. Edwin Mendez in practice earlier yesterday. 10th quickest of the returning drivers with a 46.867. And he's already trying to get up to 180. Look at this. These drivers are starting to get adjusted to the speeds, to the track conditions here. You want to be going at least over 180 and entering the start-finish line for your first lap. He's 187 into turn 1, topped at 188. Do not be surprised here if Edwin Mendez gets the number 1 spot. 190 down the backstretch. Nathan Ormond, be careful, my man. Mendez into turn 3 at 191. This is gonna be a close one. For number 1 in round 1 of qualifying, Edwin Mendez off of the final turn. Justin Zajdel's going to get bumped, but will Edwin Mendez get number 1? He won't. 47.376. That's second quickest, but it's good enough to get him into round 2. So Justin Zajdel will not make it into round number 2. Cody Smart still has not made it yet. And now Brian Ferris is on the bubble. Now up to take the track is Steve Morgan in the 13 Geico Chevy Camaro for Germain Racing. Steve Morgan has been racing this car since he started in season number 3. His rookie year, he came so close to winning a championship, 3 laps away, and then the engine let go. If he's faster than 47.667, he's guaranteed a spot into round number 2. If he beats 48.227, he puts Brian Ferris out. But he's still not in jeopardy yet. He needs to beat if he does not beat 47.667, Cody Smart will be in round number 2. There goes Steve Morgan out to the track. Been great to see Steve Morgan racing this 13 for 3 years now. Probably, if I were to guess, no, never mind. As Morgan enters turn 3, let's see how he does. We've seen a lot of great times the past few runs. Will this be another good run for Steve Morgan off of turn 4? Trying to get to 180. He's on the path for trying to get there. Not going to be there. It's going to be 170. He just hit 180. But this doesn't. I don't know if this looks like a top 12 run. We'll have to see. You'll see on the bottom right on the onboard, not the onboard, but from Brian Ferris's run. Staying at that constant 183 in turns 1 and 2. He'll go down the backstretch. He's got a nice speed here. It's going to top out 188, it looks like. He will. I don't know. It's going to be close to see if he beats out Brian Ferris. He has to beat a 48.227. Cody Smart's going to be in round number 2. But is Steve Morgan going to be in for right now, or will he not? Coming to the line. Does not beat it. 48.312 puts him in 14th. Cody Smart is in. Brian Ferris still has a chance. 9 drivers remain. Have yet to qualify. Trey Wright could guarantee himself a spot into round number 2. We'll have to see. Up next to take the track is Jordan Lopes in the number 36. Front Row Motorsports and Speedco. If he beats a 48.227, he will be in for right now. If he beats a 47.937, he is guaranteed in to round number 2. Jordan has yet to take the track yet. Leave the garage yet. Now he leaves the garage. There he is. I know it says 38, but I was trying to find a front row pit crew livery. Looking at the rookie's time in practice was 4th fastest with a 47.014. So you may have to watch out for him in this run. Taking his time, Lopes has raced in the NOFSRL before, not in the New Era Cup Series. Goes out. And there goes Jordan. Once again, being slow through 1 and 2 like everyone else is doing, because just to warm up the tires. They don't want to go too fast or else they'll get onto the banking. They'll spin themselves out, and we'll have to do them over again. Luckily, we have not seen a caution yet or have seen anyone blow their engine. Lopez off of turn 4. He's going to hit 180. He's got to run. Let's see if he can try and beat Brian Ferris' time of a 48.227. Was 184 across the line to start his qualifying lap. You see Ferris on the bottom right of the screen in turn 1. 188. That's probably the second fastest I've seen anyone go into turn 1 that fast today. Goes 186 off of turn 2. This guy has a fast car. Down the back, staying consistent at that 188. Goes up to 189. I think he'll fight with Fitzwater and Johnson, maybe Markel. Off of turn 4. Here he comes to the stripe. Going to be very fast at 189, maybe 190 at the line. 47.601. The third fastest time today for Jordan Lopez. He was very consistent. Man. Brian Ferris is not in round 2, and this puts Dillon Young on the bubble. Here is Justin Knight in the number 21 Quaker State Ford for the legendary Wood Brothers. Knight goes off of turn number 2. We're going to go on over the 21, see how he can do in this qualifying round. Knight having looks like a little trouble getting up to speed. We'll see what it's like off of turn 4 for him as he gets ready to cross the line. This probably won't be quick enough. $178 across the line. This is not going to be fast for Justin Knight to make top 12. You can see the number on Dillon Young. It looks like 181 the turn. Yeah, it looks like Dillon Young's going to beat him. Justin Knight was the 24th quickest. 47.400. Dillon Young, 8th quickest, 47.055. So this will mean Trey Wright will get in to round number 2. At the line for Justin, a 49.050. It's good enough right now for 25th. Luke Rainey is next in qualifying. Ethan Hoffman could secure a spot should Luke Rainey not be faster than a 48.003. If Rainey, though, is faster than a 48.217, Dillon Young is eliminated from round 2. Looking at how Luke Rainey, the first of the Penske guys to qualify. Johnny Gardner going to be qualifying 3 cars after Luke. 37 drivers have qualified so far. Reminder, the top 12 is on the left of your screen. Nathan Ormond second, 41.165. Second is Edwin Mendez, 47.376. Jordan Lopez third, 47.601. Cody Smart fourth, 47.667. Trey Wright fifth, 47.937. Ethan Hoffman is in 6th. 48003. Jason Holman, 7th, 48029. Zachary Fitzwater, 8th, 48038. Marty Johnson, 9th, 48070. Tyler Markel, 10th, 48168. Hierjel Arvin Alonso, 11th, 48183. Dillon Young, 12th, 48217. And on the bubble. Looking at Luke Rainey's practice stat. As I'm going through real quick as we wait for him. 16th quickest, a 47.141. As there he goes. Out and onto the track. Once again, you'll see Dillon Young's qualifying run on the bottom right of your screen from earlier. See how Luke Rainey does off of the corner. Coming to the stripe, he's going to be at 179. That's probably not going to be good enough to get into round 2. You need to have a specific speed here when you come to the line if you want a chance at the pole. If you want a chance at making the top 12. He tops at 183. If you don't make 180, you do not have a chance. You do not have a chance right now making top 12. It looks like. All you're just fighting for is trying to hope for a good spot in the duel, because there will be 22 starting spots. You start up in the first half, you'll start towards the front. You start in the back, you'll start towards the back. So Luke Rainey exits turn number 4. Coming to the stripe, stays 180 throughout the lap, except when he came to the starting line at the 179. And Rainey will be at a 48.892. Not fast enough, but it's good enough right now for 21st. So that puts Ethan Hoffman into round number 2. Only 6 guys left to go. If this time is not faster than a 48.029, Jason Holman is in round 2. If this time, though, is faster than a 48.217, Dillon Young is bumped from round 2. Coming to the track is the 32 of Derek Hamill. And yes, my friends, once you see this, that is a face on the car. And no, that is not Corey LaJoie's face. That is Derek Hamill's own face on the Old Spice car. And this is amazing that he did this. We're going to go on board with him and show you what it is like. Yes, do you like the view, ladies and gents? And you can't really see his eyes. You can see the hair. You can kind of see the eyes. But we'll wait for Derek Hamill to get out onto the track. Speaking of which, reading an interesting tweet. NASCAR and IndyCar are eyeing hybrid engines for 2021. Interesting story there. Just waiting for Derek Hamill to get out of here. Once again, only 38 drivers have qualified so far. 6 have guaranteed a spot in round number 2. So halfway done with that. If you're in the top 3, it looks like you should be good in the bottom 3. Oh, you better hope nothing bad happens. And by nothing bad, I mean hopefully no one overtakes you. Hamill taking his time with that face. I think, and there it goes. We will stay on board with Derek Hamill for the entire qualifying run here. Once again, you'll see Dillon Young on the bottom right. Hamill exits turn 2. Wasn't one of the fastest returning drivers in the field, but not the slowest, though, in his second season. Had was the 16th fastest of 19 returning drivers with a 47.175. And he hasn't even hit 170 yet. He's coming off of turn 4. Coming to the line, he'll be at 177. That's not a good start for the driver of the 32. This is his home track, Daytona. He won the Coke Zero 400 last year. It's not looking good. 181 in turn 1. Will probably go down to 179. He'll stay at 180 off of 2. So Jason Holman will be in. $49,194 for Derek Hamill. That is good for 29th at the moment. Five guys to go. Next to qualify is the number 40 McDonald's Chevy Camaro. That is driven by Keyshawn Richardson, the third Chip Ganassi car in the field. Looking at how the Ganassi teammates have done so far, our number 1 of Justin Zajdel, 14th with a 48.284, and the number 42 of Nathan Stapleton, 27th with a 49.110. If Richardson beats a 49, if Richardson does not beat a 48.038, Zachary Fitzwater is guaranteed a spot in round number 2. If he beats a 48.217, though, Dillon Young is out. And no sign yet of Keyshawn Richardson exiting the garage. He should be soon, though. There he is. Keyshawn is a rookie this year in the New Era Cup Series. His time was 9th fastest in practice, 47.055. Actually tied with Dillon Young. And they had the draft. No draft is going to be very interesting, but I think it's going to be close between Richardson and Young. We'll have to see what happens as Richardson gets ready to exit the pit lane. Once again, some final wrap-ups here with the car before the final adjustments before Keyshawn takes it on out. Already taken 2 minutes off the clock here. Very interesting. I think these rookies are just really nervous. They've been taking a lot of time off today. Make sure their car is working A-OK. Taking nearly half of the time up. Jesse Turner just went over 2.5. I think we may see the same thing here for Keyshawn. I think he's probably feeling the pressure here. Everyone has made a time so far. They've gone to the line before the clock struck 0. This is the longest we've seen. This is nearly going to be 3. And there goes Keyshawn. 2:45. I was starting to get a little bit concerned there for the driver, the number 40, but he has to cross the line as well before the clock strikes 0 in order for that time to count. I think he'll make it with just under a minute to go. We'll have to see. Once again, you'll see Dillon Young's time on the bottom right of the screen and his lap. And the turn through turns 3 and 4. Let's see how he gets off of the 4th corner. Coming to the start of his lap. Is he going to hit 180? No, 179. Doesn't look like he'll make it in, but let's see what happens here. As he goes into turn 1, he'll be at 182. Goes down 2 miles an hour off of turn 2 at 180. We'll gain about 5 miles an hour. Nope, 4 for 184. Loses 2 miles an hour off of turn 4. He goes. Let's see his time at the line. It doesn't look like he makes top 12. 48.909, not good enough. He'll be in 22nd. So Fitzy is in to round 2. Marty Johnson can get into round 2 if his teammate Johnny Garner does not beat a 48.070. If he beats a 48.217, he knocks out good friend Dillon Young out of round number 2. Johnny Garner, the all-time winner in NOFSRL competition with 12. Excuse me. Just exits the garage at the moment. We will go on board with Garner for his entire qualifying run to see if he has what it takes. There he is, just waiting and waiting and waiting. New sponsor for Johnny Garner, going from Miller Lite to Worth. I believe Miller Lite is still on the card, not the primary sponsor this season. Team Roger Penske wants to promote Worth. It sounds like something from Germany, I think. It is according to Wikipedia, a worldwide wholesaler of fastener screws and screw accessories, dowels, chemicals, electronic, electromagnetic, mechanical components, furniture and construction fittings, tools, machines, installation material, automotive hardware, inventory management, storage and retrieval systems, and yes, it is based in Germany. Garner taking his time. He wants to make sure he gets in the top 12. He hopes it happens badly. Already taking up half the time. Remember, Keyshawn Richardson took the longest last time out. Takes exactly 2.5. Gardner off of turn 4, ready to start the lap, and this does not look good. .177 at the line. That is a huge bummer there for the driver of the 2. Into 3, only getting 183. Out of turn 4. Gardner not going to make the top 12. Marty Johnson into the round of 12. And Gardner's time, 49.154. And that is going to be good for 29th. Three drivers to go in round 1. Tyler Markel can guarantee himself a spot in round 2. Should Matthew Logan not beat his time of a 48.168. There is Logan in the number 31 Simmercourt Chevrolet for Richard Chotis Racing. Logan exits his stall. Onto the track he goes, looking to make it in. If he beats 40 once again, if he beats 48.217, his teammate Dillon Young is out. So Dillon Young is just holding on for dear life at the moment. Looking at the chart at the moment, if you know, I noticed something very interesting in this top 12. 3 of the 12, that's 25%, are fielded by Stewart Haas machines. How about that? That's pretty cool, man. And then 2 of the 12 are filled up by Front Row Motorsports machines. Also pretty cool. Matthew Logan starts his first lap at 178. The speeds, turn 1 speed, 180. Loses a mile an hour. Turn 2 speed, 179. Down the backstretch he goes. He's going to hit about 184 into turn 3. And off turn 4, 182 miles an hour. Matthew Logan looks like a top 12. Not going to happen for him. And Tyler Markel's going to get in. 49.063 for Matthew Logan is good enough for 28th. Two drivers left. Matt Tuck, the penultimate driver to take the track for qualifying. Tyler Markel's in. 2 spots remain in qualifying. Right now they belong to Hierjel, Arvin Alonso, and Dillon Young. They are hanging on for dear life. Once again, a 48.217. That is the magic number for Dillon Young. Anything that or lower, or excuse me, for Matt Tuck, anything that or lower, and Tuck could be in the top 12 and make it into the final round of qualifying. We will have to see what the guy making his New Era Cup Series debut this season can do about it. .42 drivers have qualified so far. Up the speed and horsepower goes. That's 77. The new team, Spire Motorsports. He enters turn 3. The rookie stripes on. Tuck's machine. From being a first-year entry. Coming off of 4. Gonna hit 180 here. Yes, he will. At the line, 181. This, I think, is going to be close for Matt Tuck. Into turn 1, he hits 185 miles an hour. Trying to keep it consistent. Only losing a mile an hour. 184 off of turn 2. Keeps it going. This is going to be a close one. Could Matt Tuck pull off the upset and bump Dillon Young out? He's 188 into turn 3. The magic number, 48 to 17 or less, and Matt Tuck is in. Is he going to get it? It's going to be close to the line. Coming to the stripe. Matt Tuck is in a 48.015. Dillon Young is out. Tuck currently the 7th quickest on the track. And there is one spot that remains. So now, who gets the 12th and final spot? Will it be Hierjel Arvin Alonso, or will it be John Andrews driving the championship car from last year, the number 24? A 48.183 or less, and John Andrews is in. If it's a tie, though, it'd come down to owner points, and that would be Hendrick Motorsports over Stewart Haas Racing. John Andrews is going to take his time. Make sure he's got everything he needs to do down. Andrews exits the garage. The 24 is ready to go. And we just wait. Will there be 3 Stewart Haas drivers in round 2 or no? Let's take a look at their times. John Andrews, his time was 2nd quickest in the returners, a 46.547. Hierjel Arvin Alonso was the slowest rookie with a 47.519. The adjustments they made in prep and race trim were excellent for Alonso. Currently 12th quickest at the moment. John Andrews just taking a few deep breaths. Think everyone is ready to see who gets into round 2 and will fight for the front row for the Daytona 500. There he goes. He just needs to master one lap perfectly. And Rowe has the power to do that. There is no Hendrick Motorsports car in the top 12 at the moment. Let alone, I'm pretty sure right now there's only one Chevy in that top 12. And it belongs to Tyler Markel. And it no, 2, excuse me. Matt Tuck has the 2nd Chevy. 3, sorry. Jason Holman has it. Okay, it's 3. Alright. John Andrews is already at 180. 182. Here we go. And Hierjel and Alonso has to watch on the ropes. Andrews into turn 1. Hits 187. 186 out of 2 remains constant. And down the backstretch goes John Andrews. He's going to hit 190 here. Will he hit 191? No, he stays at 190. Oh, he does hit 191 for a moment. Here, Joe Arvin Alonso has to hope that John Andrews has a mistake happen to the car or his driving ability. Here comes John Andrews to the line. Is he going to make the round of 12 and beat 48.183? Yes! 47.483. That's the third quickest. And here, Joe Arvin Alonso is out. So we have your top 12. Tyler Markel has exited pit road. Round 2 is officially underway for the pole for the Daytona 500. So Tyler Markel, who was the 12th fastest in qualifying, is the first one up. Had a 48.168 in the first round. Now the question is, will some of these engines be reliable? Were they so powerful in the first round, they're not going to be powerful for the second round? Or some of these drivers may be sandbagging perhaps and going to go for that pole position. We're just going to have to see and find out here. Once again, one-time qualifying lap. That's all you get. Marco will come across the line at 177 miles an hour. Straightaway speed into turn 1 is going to have him at 181. Going to keep it consistent here. Marco takes it down the backstretch, trying to improve the speed, but it's not improving at all. Only going up onto 182. This is what qualifying can do to you, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler Marco will come across the line at a speed of 183 miles an hour, and a 49.207. Marty Johnson takes the track in the number 12 Pennzoil Ford Mustang. Let's see if he can beat Tyler Marco's time of a 49.207. You'll see Marco's time run on the bottom right of the screen when Johnson takes the green. Marty Johnson with a 48.070 in round number 1. Second one to go out onto the track for round 2. Johnson comes to take the green, and we'll have a 178 to start off. Looks like a little bit similar to how Tyler Markel did it. Another turn, only 181. Not going to be a good lap here for Marty Johnson if you consider every qualifying run we've had today. Exits at 179 to 180 miles an hour. He goes down the super stretch. Exits the corner at 182. Johnson comes to complete the lap. Let's see how he does at the line. Will it improve? Will it beat Markel's? Yes, 49.038. Marty Johnson right now on the pole. Zachary Fitzwater now enters the track in his number 10 Smithfield Ford Mustang. Fitzy in qualifying with a 48.038 in round number 1. And that is actually, yes, that is the exact same time Marty Johnson went in round 2 for his incumbent pole position spot. Out of turn 4 he goes. These drivers aren't really hitting 180s at the line to start off that much right now. 177 for Fitzy to start things off. Very interesting. Into turn 1, Fitzwater at 181. Fitzwater goes down the backstretch. It's a 182. Not as good as what he was expecting. Coming off of turn 4. Hits 179 and 180. Fitzy will qualify 49.315, so that's third quickest for Zachary Fitzwater. Jason Holman now taking the track in the number 62 Beard Oil South Point Chevy Camaro. Also, just getting some news that a tornado is appearing to go through Kansas Speedway, and hoping everyone in Kansas City is okay, especially those near the Speedway. Hopefully, nothing bad happens. Praying for good things at the moment as we're recording this. So Jason Holman, the number 62, had a 48.029 in qualifying in Group 1. He comes off of the corner. The first of the five part-timers in round 2. 177 to start things off the line. It's 181, 180 in turn 1. .180 off of 2. He goes down the backstretch. Looks like he'll get up to 183, 184. Only 182 entering turn number 3. But 180 off of turn 4. Here he comes to the line. .183 at the line of 49.276. And that's going to put him third quickest at the moment. Matt Tuck now enters the track. The 77 peels off the apron. Had a 48.015 in round 1 of qualifying. Here comes Tuck ready to start his lap up, and this looks to be a good one. He's got a 180, ladies and gents. 181 to start things off. Into turn 1, hits 185, much better than Marty Johnson. exit the corner at 183, completely faster than the number 12. He goes down the backstretch. Matt Tuck is going to hit about 187. Nope, it's going to be 186. This could be a run for the pole right here for the 77. As long as he does not have a single screw-up, Matt Tuck is coming to the start-finish line. He's got a good time on his slip. A 48.333. Wow! Faster by 7/10. Matt Tuck has the provisional top spot at the moment. Ethan Hoffman in the number 81 takes onto the track now for his second round of qualifying. Hoffman in round 1 going a 48.003. The final time in the 48s from qualifying before we move to the 47s. Hoffman comes to the line, just creeping to 180. This is going to be close, it looks like. Between Tuck and Hoffman for the pole right now. Entering turn 1, 183. I think Tuck had a 185 in the turn 1. But Hoffman keeping it, I think, just a little bit more consistent. Off of the turn, exiting at 182. Hoffman, think he's going faster down the backstretch at a 187. Oh man, this is going to be close for the pole. Out of turn 4, Ethan Hoffman or Matt Tuck. Who's going to have the pole of the line? We're about to see. 48.404 second for Hoffman. So Marty Johnson does not get a locked-in spot. 34 enters the track for Front Row Motorsports and the Boy Scouts of America. Wright's time in qualifying was a 47.937. Will be interesting to see if he can get that time once again. Trey Wright. Oh, this is not a good lap for him compared to Matt Tuck's or Ethan Hoffman's. 176 across the line. Not what you want. Going constant through 180 in the turns. And on the exit. Down the backstretch, he's going to get through at 185, though. Just a little bit faster. But I don't think this is worthy of a pole or second. Could be third or fourth. We'll have to see. So Trey Wright is going to come across the line. 49.074. That is good enough for fourth spot. Cody Smart on the track right now in the number 97. Had a 47.8 47.667 in round number 1 of qualifying earlier today. Let's see if Smart can get a time similar to that. Right now, Matt Tuck on the pole at a 48.333. Ethan Hoffman second, 48.404. If they get the front row, those two are guaranteed spots into the race. Smart comes to the line at a 178. Into turn 1, going about 181. Out of 2, going down to 180. Gaining a little bit of speed in the super stretch. Going to be in turn 3 at a 184. And coming to the line for Cody Smart, it's going to be 48.941, putting him to third. Jordan Lopes enters the track on the 36. For Speed Cohen Loves in the Ford Mustang, Lopez with a 47.601 in round 1 of qualifying. Remember, his teammate Trey Young had that 49.071, currently 5th on the charts. 4 drivers left to go at the moment. It is Lopez, then John Andrews, Edwin Mendez, and Nathan Ormond to cap things off in a long qualifying day. For me recording, this has taken about 5 hours to record. How about that? Let that sink in, ladies and gents. And then I was going to do, if I had time, I was going to do the AT&T Summer Classic today. I'm going to do that tomorrow, though. Lopez comes off of turn 4, hoping to get some speed in that number 36. Got a little bit of it, but currently riding at that 179 at the line. It's going to get a little bit faster. Looking into turn number 1 here, it's going to be 183 for Jordan. Could it be good enough for a 3rd or 4th position in the race or in qualifying, which would be 2nd or 3rd in the duel. Look at the speed going into turn number 3. That's nice. 187 for Jordan. Going to be a good lap here. I don't know if it's going to be pole worthy, but could it be 2nd place worthy? We'll have to see here coming to the line. 185 off the corner for Jordan Lopez. This is a great lap for the rookie. Is he going to get a good spot? 48.382, not on the pole, but he's in 2nd. The backstretch really helped him out. So currently in 2nd position is Lopez. Hoffman now out of a 2nd spot. He will now have to race his way in, as will Cody Smart and Jason Holman. John Andrews in the number 24 Exalta Chevy takes the track. A 47.483 in round 1 of qualifying. Can Andrews do it? Tough past 2 seasons. 3rd season in defending car owners and defending owners champion and the defending car number, the 24 Exalta Chevy Camaro. Can it happen for John? Can they get the pole? Update on times as you see on the left. Matt Tuck, 48.333. Jordan Lopez, 2nd, 48.382. Ethan Hoffman, 3rd, 48.404. Cody Smart, 4th, 48.941. Marty Johnson, 5th, 49.038. Trey Wright, 6th, 49.074. Tyler Markel, 7th, 49.207. Jason Holman, 8th, 49.276. And Zachary Fitzwater, 9th, 49.315. And John Andrews looks like he's got a good lap, 182 to cross the line to start things off. The 24 is on a mission. Look at the speed of the turn 1, 186. Faster than Matt Tuck. 185 off of turn 2, but look how fast this car is going down the backstretch. John Andrews, he's got a chance at pole for the Daytona 500. 189 into turn 3. Will he prevent the upset of Matt Tuck happening? Here he comes off of 4, 187. John Andrews, it's going to cross the line. And it is 47.759, more than a half second faster. Wow, John Andrews currently on pole for the Daytona 500. 2 drivers remain. Two drivers remain in qualifying, and Edwin Mendez now is on the apron at the moment. A 47.376 in qualifying. Last time out, John Andrews just took the pole with the 47.759. Will it happen? Will we see John Andrews get the pole? Now keep in mind, if Edwin Mendez does not get number 1 right now, John Andrews is locked onto the front row. So he'll start either first or second, depending on what happens. Off of turn 4, Mendez carrying some good speed. He's going to hit 180 at the line, 181. See what he can get into turn 1. He's got 185. Does not get 186 like we saw from John Andrews. He's going to need a much better backstretch. 183 off of 2. Let's see how the acceleration is off of that corner. Not that good. It's going to be still at 186 topping for a moment, but it's going to be at 185. Edwin Mendez exits corner number 4. Mendez is going to come across the line. It's going to be a good lap, but I don't think it's pole worthy. It's not. 43.370, third quickest. That leaves the fastest guy here right now, Nathan Ormond. Here we go, Nathan Ormond in the 52. Will John Andrews capture the pole? He's got a front row starting spot. Is it going to be his? Or will Nathan Ormond take it? Right now, Matt Tuck is hoping that Nathan Ormond is in third or below, because if Matt Tuck gets that, he is guaranteed in the 500. Matt Tuck or Nathan Ormond, one of those guys, will be in the Daytona 500. We don't know who it is yet. Out of turn 4, here we go. Ormond's car is trying to get a little bit fast. It's not reaching 180 though. Ooh, 177 at the line. Not like how it was earlier. This is going to be similar to what happened with that 55 in Premium Motorsports. I think it was 2016 or 2017 during single car qualifying. They were so good in round 1, but not good at all in round number 2. What a bummer for Nathan Ormond. Down the backstretch. He's going to need some boost on that car. He's going to need the wind to go all the way up to the northwest. Up from the southwest, blowing towards the northeast for one final time. It's 185 though in turn 3. And off of turn number 4. Is he going to be guaranteed in the 500 is the question. If it's a 48.333 or better, he's got it. 48.947, no. He is going to start in 7th. He's got 7th position. And John Andrews is on the pole for the Daytona 500. Matt Tuck will start in 2nd in his first New Era Cup Series start. man. How about that? The same car that got the pole in this year's NASCAR Daytona 500 gets the pole in the New Era Cup Series Daytona 500. Wow. What a qualifying today, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm going to give you the starting lineup for today for the duels on Thursday. Congratulations to John Andrews and Matt Tuck on getting the front row for the Daytona 500. I am Marty Johnson. You have been watching the NOFSRL New Era Cup Series. Don't forget, we'll see you in a little bit for the